Hey people, welcome back. And today, as promised, we're going to be talking about chapter 12, but not necessarily everything regarding chapter 12, but more so the interesting thing that was introduced during chapter 12. And as one can tell from the title, it's going to be about the Thorn Soul Bulb. Be sure to subscribe and leave a like as well. Anyways, this, unlike many new things that was introduced, is not a new dojutsu or a new jutsu in general or power up or a character that was usually discussed, but rather an item. After Hidari was soundly defeated by Boruto and then subsequently killed by Kawaki, the explosive force from Kawaki made a random bulb-shaped herb fly from the destruction zone right over to Boruto. Boruto then confirms that this was the item he was looking for by speaking to Kashin Koji, who then later affirms that it's the bulb that was being searched for. Obviously, we know this is something important, not just by the fact that the manga panel zooms towards the bulb specifically, but it's mainly by how Jura behaves after noticing that not only does Boruto have the bulb, but he knew about it beforehand. Jura, who is usually and seemingly a very reserved and inquisitive being, goes from that usual state to full-on serial killer survival mode, as he wastes no time to utilize a bijou bomb bullet to try and kill Boruto. Yeah, he tried to assassinate Boruto. He then follows this up by shooting another bijou bomb bullet at Sarada, who was trying to get the bulb right after. Given these desperate attempts, Jura continues to ensure that no one else gets the bulb, really highlights the importance of this. We also see that it must be very important to helping anyone who was turned into a plant return to normal. Because as you guys already know from an earlier video that I already posted about prescience, one of the main things, at least I hope I posted it in that video, but part of the thing about that video, it was covering some of the later chapters, and Kashin Koji spoke about just how he was going to help Boruto basically fix Sasuke and get him back to his normal regular state out of that tree. And this Thorn Soul Bulb seems to be at the center of Kashin Koji being able to help Boruto and help everyone else who was affected by these, I don't even know what you would call it, these tree absorption states that they're in right now, where they're kind of just in these unconscious states where they essentially had these new Otsutsuki members, or Shinju members, I should say, created based off the fact that their templates have been completely absorbed by one of these new Otsutsuki clones. Anyways, we see the bulb fly off right towards Jura, which is interesting because no Otsutsuki member has ever displayed psionic abilities before, which would mean either one of several possibilities. Either psionic abilities have always been a power that Jura could utilize, but just has not until now, which is very unlikely. Or the other possibility, which is that the bulb is somehow sentient or drawn to Otsutsuki for some reason and moved itself. It's definitely something to focus on as these chapters continue. Jura is shocked that Boruto even knows about these items already and deems Boruto as a dangerous individual and declares to have him killed. Konohamaru introduces Rasen Barrier, a pure chakra-induced ability that can shield the user from a chakra-based attack utilizing a shield pure chakra. It continues to amaze me just how versatile the Rasengan truly is. Anyways, tangents aside, this chapter is hella cool, describing all the different and unique abilities that are available to the shinobi of this time, and the fact that Boruto is now basically a bounty in the Otsutsuki community. Anyways, this is actually interesting because in a previous video explaining prescience, Boruto is actually apparently killed by Jura in another reality, but is currently being helped by Koji to make a reality where that does not happen. Focusing more on the Thorn Soul Bulb though, this seems to truly be at the heart of these new Otsutsuki creatures, or Shinju, as many people are now calling them. Just look at Jura's reaction when Boruto gets a Thorn Bulb. He goes into straight Terminator mode about this. He was extremely and relatively relaxed beforehand. And this is obviously the main reason why all these Shinju have been able to become sentient creatures. Now, it's not known where these bulbs even arrived from or what causes them to appear, as Code, who was the main reason why these Shinju appeared in the first place, has absolutely no clue how or why these Shinju creatures even showed up. He would definitely have no knowledge of what these bulbs even are. but Koji would, right? As was mentioned before, as soon as Boruto got the Thorn Soul Bulb, he spoke to Koji, who was able to confirm that these Thorn Soul Bulbs were exactly what they were looking for. Now, obviously, Koji, being Boruto's main accomplice in all this, would have taught Boruto everything he would know about these Thorn Soul Bulbs. Now, how Koji would even know about these Thorn Soul Bulbs is completely anyone's guess. Personally, I think it's something that he may have learned from Ishiki years ago, but like I said, it's anyone's guess. Who knows where he got this information from? Who knows where this concept originally even came from in terms of how it was developed? But there obviously seems to be a lot more about this. Anyways, post your thoughts about this chapter in the comments down below. This was super interesting, and next time we're going to be discussing chapter 15. Anyways, guys, take care.